Welcome to Manga Recaps. In the previous episode of One Piece, Luffy used his awakened devil fruit powers to turn everything he touched into rubber. He punched Kaido in the head and knocked him down. The battle is coming to an end. Luffy is bouncing around like a ball, waiting for Kaido to recover. Kaido asks Luffy, "Who are you really?" Outside of Wano, Zunisha is excited because it seems that Joy Boy has returned. He is happy that he put all his faith in Luffy. Luffy answers Kaido's question, affirming that he is the one who will surpass him to become the Pirate King. Kaido speaks up. "Your mouth is too big. Do you want to eat my club?" As soon as he finished speaking, Kaido threw a series of clubs at Luffy's face. Luffy retaliated with a series of devastating punches. Smoke from the castle rose up, making it hard for Luffy to breathe. There must be a fire burning fiercely below. Luffy is very worried, but he still trusts his teammates and continues to fight with Kaido. Kaido swung his club, creating powerful winds, but Luffy dodged them all. Below, the castle was engulfed in flames. Chopper ran to Nami's location crying because he couldn't find his teammates. On the ground floor, Beppo was being carried by his teammates because it was too hot. All escape routes were blocked, and there was no way out. At the fourth floor, Jinbe tried to put out the fire. 20 years ago, the castle burned down because it was not well prepared. That's why on Zoo Island, Raizo used a sealing technique to seal a huge amount of water. Now it will be time for it to take effect. Raizo used water infiltration to summon a huge stream of water and gave it to Jinbe to control. Jinbe quickly controlled it and brought it to every corner of the castle. Thanks to everyone's cooperation, the fire was extinguished and everyone was saved. Outside the castle, Yamato felt that his father could no longer maintain the clouds. Yamato ordered Momonosuke that at all costs, he must keep the clouds before Kaido is defeated, so that Flower Capital will not be destroyed. Returning to the main plot, Luffy gave Kaido a big surprise. He could hold lightning in his hand. Yamato shouted, "You can do it, Momonosuke!" Momonosuke was afraid that he could not handle the great responsibility entrusted to him by Yamato. Memories of the tragedy 20 years ago suddenly rushed back. His mother also gave him a lofty mission, which was to save Flower Capital from tyranny and revive the Kozuki clan. Momo cried. After all, he was still a child and could not bear such a great responsibility. After being advised by Kinemon, Momonosuke realized that if he continued to be afraid like this, his family would perish. The Kozuki clan is the last hope of the country. He looked back at his mother for the last time. Kaido felt that Luffy's ability to hold lightning was absurd. Luffy threw lightning at Kaido, but with observation haki, Kaido easily dodged it. Then he swung his club back in retaliation. Luffy grabbed the lightning bolt and spun around. However, Kaido was too fast, hitting him and making him fall to the ground. Kaido affirmed that the person who possesses the power of the devil fruit is still not enough to conquer the sea, and that great obstacles can only be overcome by haki, as exemplified by Roger. Luffy was constantly hit by direct and fatal attacks. He tried to hold on to Kaido to control him, but Kaido took his hand off with a club. Then Kaido turned into a dragon and shot a series of wind blades that made Luffy suffer. On the Flower Capital, people still don't know what's going on. They are happily enjoying the festival and releasing lanterns to wish for good things to come to them. Meanwhile, Luffy directly received Kaido's strongest move. Although he burned to ashes, he refused to let go of Kaido. The battle between the two shook the entire island violently. The samurai continuously cheered to encourage Luffy's spirit. On the second floor, the fire accidentally helped Orochi escape from Seastone. He was angry and wanted to burn Hiyori alive and take her down to hell with him. Above the sky, Luffy told Momonosuke that he would move the island aside while he defeated Kaido with this giant hand covered in full haki. Momo and Yamato were extremely surprised at this rubberman's decision.